Okay, we're working on this 2001 bucket truck. 2001 V10, 6.8 liter. So, what I got, got a dead hole. Cylinder number 4's got a misfire. Here's the cylinder performance number 4 dropping out, low compression. Here's the cylinder relative compression test. It's an amp clamp. Now I didn't reference the number 1, so it doesn't really matter. I know it's number 4. You can see here, 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 here. Every time that it comes up top dead center on number 4, I lose compression, which also loses the, well, it's less amperage that the cylinder has to draw because there's less compression. So the starter amperage goes down and it decreases, and you can see that on the scope. So started tearing it down. Pulled the valve cover. So right now I got my cylinder leakage test. All set up here. Adjust the output, get it zeroed out. Okay. Alright, and then got my spark plug compression gauge, stick the Schrader valve out. I'm going to inject air into the cylinder on number 4. Here, 1 second. Okay, so now with this hose disconnected, I'm not plugged in yet. I got 100% leakage. Of course, it's coming out of here. If I plug that, then you can see I'll go ahead and plug it in over here. I gotta drop the phone. This is difficult to do. Hold on. Okay, I'm plugged in. I'm going down in the hole. Got 100% leakage. Got 100% leakage. Okay, so I take my stethoscope. Okay, and I put it on the intake. I don't hear anything coming out of the intake. It's quiet. So I have the exhaust system already disconnected. So I come down here to the exhaust. It's quiet. I got somebody over there banging on the rotor. Now somebody just started the engine, so I can't hear very well, but what I could do is take this part, this hose, kind of stick it up there. I don't hear anything. So I noticed, taking out the spark plug, there was an insert. Somebody had tried to do a repair. So I take this hose right here from my stethoscope right here, okay, and I stick it down here alongside the hose, and it's leaking profusely. So the problem is right inside that spark plug hole. Unfortunately, it's not repairable to my knowledge, because this is a Triton engine that uses a different type of spark plug, which is this style right here, and the threads are gone, so somebody stuck an insert in there, and of course not much you can do about that. I'm going to try to unscrew this. I'll show you what I'm talking about, providing that the insert comes out with the hose. Yeah, there it is. See, that's not part of my gauge. That's part of whatever insert it is that somebody had stuck on there. And then what they do is they stick this part in, and then they thread that down in the head. But it's not good. I guess I'll be sticking a new head on this thing. But this is a boom truck, so I can't lift up the cab. I'm gonna have to do it here. That's going to be interesting. I'll pull the evaporator core, hoping that I can get access to the head bolt. I hope I can. Otherwise, I have to take out this whole box, or I might have to lift it up at least maybe, well, what, couple feet. That's about it. That should be enough for me to clear. I think I can do this without doing any of that. I'm going to try. But I've got a lot of work to do. I've got to pull the whole front of this thing apart, get to the timing chain, all that good stuff. So, adios. So I'm sitting here in my car having lunch because I had to go run down there to a buddy of mine's shop and get this tool for this truck. So I didn't know, because it's been a while since I had to mess around with one of these, but anyhow, I was fooled by that spark plug that I pulled out, thinking it was a different style, but I was wrong. When I got to the point of pulling the other spark plugs out, I realized, uh-oh, it has the conventional spark plug in it. It doesn't have the Triton 3-valve spark plug that you would normally see. It's because one of our guys put a insert in the hole for the spark plug that blew out before, and I didn't know this, but I guess it's been an issue, and so ended up putting one of these. I don't even know where this thing came from. I would never put this piece in there. That's stupid. I mean, there's no way that that's going to seal. So you're going to lose compression right off the bat because of the design of that spark plug. I'm sitting in my car here just thinking about it. And this thing, that thing doesn't work very well. Yeah, it'll get the spark plug down in a hole, but then it's not going to seal up very good. It's going to lose compression, and it's just a really bad fix. So what happens is they put this style spark plug in place of, let me see if I can't get my phone to get a little steady. They put this style of spark plug in place of a regular spark plug. This is for the 3-valve, and it goes down a little bit deeper in the hole. Totally different, but I thought that this truck took this type of spark plug, because that's what I pulled out on number 4 when it was misfiring. But it turns out that this is the incorrect spark plug. It's just because he put this insert in here, he needed a spark plug to reach down inside that hole. And yeah, that's not good. So I went over to my buddy's shop, and I got this style of insert to go down in the hole. And this thing that's the best way to do it. Then you put the regular spark plug back down in there. This becomes part of the engine, and it stays with part of the block. So this kit is like this. And what it does is got a reamer. You're gonna ream it out. Pretty aggressive. And then you got a tap that taps it out. And then you put the insert in, and then that's it. It's got a guide here that guides your tap and your reamer, so you can make sure that you get it straight. And it's got to make sure that the piston is down 2 to 4 inches. Got to make sure that both valves are closed. So I'm getting ready to go back in. My lunch is about over. And we're going to try to do the repair on this thing, and then hopefully I won't have to pull the head, and I won't have to mess around with the timing, and get this thing back together. Had I known this a long time ago, when I started on this thing, I would have been done. But it turns out that hindsight's 20/20. I don't know until I get involved, and then I don't do these things very often. Last time I put an insert in like this was probably 5 years ago. But I didn't know that the V10s were designed for this type of insert. I wasn't sure. I've never done one. So this is all new to me. I'm learning, and I didn't realize it. I got thrown off by looking at that other spark plug that I pulled out of that hole, and it just threw me off, blindsided me. So now that I know the deal, and I got the story, then I'm going to take this a whole another direction here, and try to repair it instead of replacing the head. So here we go. Okay, we're back at the truck here. So this is how it's going to work. I keep this thing from falling. Okay, basically this is going to go down like that, up against there, just like that. Flats go against the head, drops down, keeps everything straight. Of course, I wish it was this cylinder, and it's this one, and only that, but it's pointed back. These are pointed backwards. They got a little bit of an angle towards the firewall. They don't sit straight. They have an angle. So then you got to take this, stick it down in the hole like that, and you just turn this, and you just chew up the cylinder head, and it's gonna knock a bunch of metal down there. It's all aluminum. We're gonna get it out of there. We're gonna sweep it out when we're done. And then after I ream it, I'm gonna take this. This is a tap. I'm gonna put that down there. It doesn't fit through here. You have to sort of put it in. Put it in like that. And then this will go down in there like that. And it'll fall down into place. Like that. And then you can tap it out. And then, once we do that, then we put the spark plug insert in there, and we permanently put it in. And that should take care of the problem. But it turns out, as I was looking at this, reading these instructions, that's for the 4654 and the 68 V10. You know, they say use it or lose it. You gotta practice. You gotta practice, otherwise you forget and you don't remember certain things. Well, here's a good example. You know, I don't do these kind of things on a regular basis. Had I done them on a regular basis, I would know this, but I didn't know until after the fact. Once I tore it down this much, I'm getting ready to pull the head. I'm thinking it's the other style spark plug, but it turns out it's this style. So that kind of changes my direction. We're going to try to repair that, and then I'll do a cylinder leak down test to see if it is within specs, and if it is, we're good. If not, then I'll address it at that point, which I'm sure it's going to be fine, you know. But that's okay. I'm not too far off. At least I didn't get the timing chain apart. I never pulled the head, so we're good. We're still good. I can always reverse. So, okay, so I got the piston down. The piston's down. It's far enough down to not hit. And I drilled out, and I got my valves closed because my cam lobes are not on the high side, they're on the low side, so my valves are closed. So I'm going to drill this thing out. Yep.
Reverse it?
Nope, just pull it right out.
Pull it out, okay. That was fun.
Pretty cool, go ahead, pull it out.
I was just sitting here holding it like...
Today, Junior. Well, there you go. If it's stuck in there, you could probably go ahead and put this in reverse and whatever. Here you go. It'll come out of there. Go ahead and pull up on that. There you go. It's just got a little burr. Okay.
Bam.
That's it. Now, what you do is you take this out and grab the tap. We're going to tap it. It goes in like that.
Huh.
You want to do it?
No.
Okay, I'll do it.
I do have to, I gotta get